Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I am continuing the Reading Fanfic series. Today I am doing a story called Just Hold Me, featuring Colin and Dorian from Dragon Age Inquisition. When Colin awoke, he knew it was going to be a bad day just by the pounding pain behind his eyes. These days it seemed like he had more bad days than good. But he continued to persevere. The Inquisition needed him, and he wasn't about to let his troops or the Inquisitor down. With a groan, he got up and splashed cold water on his face from the basin he kept in his loft. Then he slowly got dressed and made his way out of his loft and to the training yard to conduct his troops' morning exercises. The pounding in his head hadn't abated by lunchtime, and he had little appetite. So instead of taking his midday meal, he retreated to his loft. He climbed the ladder and chucked off his clothes, so he was just down to his breeches before he collapsed on his bed, intent on taking a brief nap. That's where Dorian found him, snoring loudly. Dorian sat next to Colin with a bemused smile on his face, watching the commander snore into his pillow. Dorian ran his fingers over Colin's brow. The commander felt slightly warm, but not fevered. Colin slowly blinked himself awake at the touch, and startled slightly once he realized who had woken him. "What are you doing here, Dorian?" Colin asked gruffly, his voice still rough from sleep. "You missed our chess game, Commander," Dorian explained. "I decided to come and check on you." "I'm fine," Colin said, wincing as he tried to sit up. "No, you're clearly not," Dorian replied. The mage cast a cooling spell on his palm and laid it over Colin's forehead. Colin leaned into the cool touch. "Pounding head, right?" Dorian asked. Colin nodded. "I know this isn't meant to be general knowledge, but I know you're going through lyrium withdrawal," Dorian confessed. Colin's eyes opened wide with surprise. "It's subtle," Dorian continued. "However, you and I have spent enough time together for me to see the difference between you and the other former Templars here." "I stopped taking it months ago," Colin confessed. "When Cassandra asked me to join the Inquisition, I decided I needed a clean start. I needed to leave my old life behind, and a large part of that old life was taking lyrium." "Something bad happened when you were a Templar, didn't it?" Dorian stated, more than asked. Colin nodded. "Several somethings, actually. Things that still haunt me, that will always haunt me." As the tension in Colin's face eased, he began to lean away from Dorian's hand. When the mage slid his hand down to cup the commander's face, a thumb caressing his cheek, Colin's breath hitched and he looked up into Dorian's eyes. Dorian's heart raced. He hadn't intended the caress. He usually was in far more control of himself, but being in such intimate proximity of Colin challenged all his control. They searched each other's eyes, and Dorian relaxed when he saw Colin's eyes soften, as a small smile quirked his lips. Before he knew what was happening, Dorian felt himself being pulled down onto the bed next to Colin, and soon the commander was snuggled up next to him, tucking his curly head under the mage's chin. Dorian smiled as he put his arms around Colin and ran his fingers through the man's soft curls, while Colin gave a contented sigh. "Well, this is unexpected," Dorian said softly. "Hush," Colin said. "Just hold me." I hope you enjoyed this short little story, and hopefully you'll come back and enjoy more of these as I go on. I have at least a couple of dozen of these that I can read out. So until next time, take care. Bye.